Good morning, adventurers.
Good morning.
And welcome to beautiful Portugal.
Oh my word.
Man, I just got terrified for a second. I didn't realize how close the cliff was. Whoops. The last time you guys saw us, we were at the Christmas markets in Vienna, and we had a blast, but as you guys saw, it was very, very cold, and we don't really love cold weather, so we headed out west for the warmer weather.
Yeah, we came to the coast of Portugal, and it's actually not all that warm, but it's not snowing and it's not raining, so I'll take it.
Plus, this is one country that we have not really explored, unless you count the island of Madeira, but that's way out there somewhere. So we figured we'd pop over here and see what it's all about. We've just been really digging the small towns and villages, so we headed out about an hour west to what might be the most picturesque village in all of Portugal.
I mean, this is straight out of a freaking postcard. In fact, I think it is on many postcards throughout the country. So. This is Azenhas do Mar. I'm probably mispronouncing that.
No, I think it's, no, it's probably wrong.
Probably wrong. It's just this incredible tiny village perched along this cliffside.
Cliffside?
I'm saying perched and cliffside.
We were doing so good.
The waves are lapping down at the bottom. There's all these rocks that have fallen. It looks like something out of Game of Thrones or something.
Yeah, I feel like at any moment a dragon could come just like flying over the city or something. Man, these little gusts of wind keep coming by and making me feel like I'm just gonna fly right off of this. You guys, the architecture in Portugal, as expected, has completely blown us away. Did you see that house over there?
Yeah,
it's a freaking castle.
It's a mini castle.
Oh, that is amazing. And that probably costs less than most crappy McMansions in the USA. But yeah, this area is known for some delicious local cuisine, so we're definitely gonna get our hands on that as usual, but it is also just absolutely stunning. Castles that are much bigger than this one right over here. So much beautiful scenery to see. All right, let's go explore Portugal.
Terrified. Whoa. It looks like a lot of things have recently fallen off of here. I don't want to be one of them.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the village is a beautiful beach, but when the tide gets high, the beach kind of disappears. So they have made a makeshift tidal pool here. It seems to be spring-fed as well as ocean-fed eventually. And you could go swimming here all summer long, or in the winter. We will not be doing that. Although we did see somebody this morning taking a dip in the ocean.
Yeah, I'm not much of a polar bear, so.
No. But also when you come down here, you start to realize that these cliffs might not be very stable, not only because you see huge boulders that have fallen off, but there are also these very ominous signs all along the bottom and along the walk up there saying, caution, cliffside unstable and prone to falling rocks.
And it's just really cool to see up close how the city is actually built into the cliffside. So they put kind of like stonework on it to create the facade, but then it eventually turns into the actual rock. I don't know if they like reinforce it or if they're just assuming one day it's all gonna go into the ocean or what.
I see some metal rods going in.
Okay.
Isn't that usually how you reinforce?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna vote that it's super safe, super secure, and we're A-okay down here.
Yeah.
So we really lucked out and ended up getting an Airbnb right in the center of the village. It's actually that apartment right there behind me. It's about halfway up the cliffside and you get beautiful sunset views, but more importantly, right below it, right there is a delicious seafood restaurant overlooking the cliffs and the ocean. And I think there's some seafood calling our names.
We do have a car that's actually parked down there, but we love places like this where you can feel like you're kind of living in the town. You can walk around, go to the different restaurants and cafes and stuff like that. It's very nice. All right, let's go eat some seafood.
Yay!
So I guess this is a crab, I don't know, but he's got some weird orange thing like moving around down there. What the heck?
You guys, we just learned that this crab is pregnant. That's what's happening under there. Some of the lobsters are too.
That's what all that stuff is under there. I guess that's like the sack or something? I don't know.
Eggs in there. Whoa!
And then the lobster over here, you can see the actual eggs like dangling underneath it. Oh my gosh.
Y'all, they have the fanciest kids menu I've ever seen at any restaurant. It starts with vegetable soup,
And then you can get fried fish fillets with carrot rice, a sirloin steak with fried egg and fried potatoes.
Where's the chicken nuggets with French fries?
I know! Or just macaroni and cheese.
Well, we ordered a seafood feast. We've got some raw oysters here, and next to those, some cooked mussels that look so delicious. And then over here, this, believe it or not, is a stuffed crab. So this is the underside of the crab itself. They've stuffed with his own goo.
Stuffed with his own goo. I think that should be the universal tagline for stuffed crab.
The sun is just baking me to death right now. We'll try to hang out in the shadow. Does that work?
There you go.
So this is a classic Portuguese dish, stuffed crab. It's the crab meat, and then I believe it's like eggs and mayonnaise and a few other things. This one has capers, and then is this just some more raw crab meat on top over here? I'm not exactly sure. Man, it looks delicious, and you don't have to do all the work of like cracking the crab and pulling the meat out and stuff. Ooh, that is nice.
So like super fancy tuna salad?
It is. That's exactly how I would describe it. It's like crab tuna salad. It's served cold. It's very creamy. It's got a little bit of a tang to it as well. And then the caper gives it like a little burst of acidity. They give you bread with it too. That's the only thing it was missing is a little crunch. There we go. Oh, that's extra crunchy bread.
I love me some raw oysters. Eric hates them. And these were surprisingly affordable, about 3 euros per oyster. They're so fresh.
And they're all for you.
All for me, baby.
Y'all, I love mussels, but you don't want to make the mistake of looking too closely at them because it will gross you out. Check this guy out. He's got some barnacles and God only knows growing on him.
Well, I think we officially ordered way too much food, y'all. After all those appetizers, we got a main dish, which is the cataplana de peixe. It is a traditional Portuguese seafood stew, and the cataplana is actually this little cool copper bowl that it comes in. But it has shrimp, it has clams. I think are these chunks of real fish?
Wow, it's way more food than I realized. Holy cow, it's huge.
I'm so glad that we can just stumble right up to our apartment.
Oh yeah. We came up to the lookout again for sunset. It's pretty freaking magical. The tide came in and now it's going back out already.
We were hoping for a very epic sunset up here. Sadly, the clouds have come from way off in the distance, and I think the sun has likely already set early, prematurely.
Early, prematurely?
Early, prematurely.
Pretty much early.
Pretty much early.
Yeah, but it's so cool because now it's got like the magenta glow and it's got a nice bit of clouds above it. So very peaceful, especially with the sound of the waves down there. Not bad at all. Check it out. So this is the little staircase that leads to our charming little place. Pretty cool.
Very teeny tiny. You could not be
yeah.
a big football player.
Let me give you a hand with that. A little hand.
This is a good feature. 1, 2, 3, 4 times the charm.
Dude, look at all the locks on this thing. 1, 2, 3, I think 4, 5, 6. So when you turn it, it locks all this stuff. Is there something we should know about this village? Like, do zombies come out at night or something and they know how to use doors? Come on in, y'all. Check this out. Is this like cozy or what? Yeah, we love that they just have all this raw wood all over and like look at the weathering on the countertops. That is so legit. They have these wooden exposed beams. The whole floor, everything is all concrete, so it's all super solid, super insulated. This is one of the craziest like overhead lights I've ever seen. This is actual grass, like wheat or hay or whatever the heck it is.
Yeah, something. But the best part for sure is this view, y'all.
Ooh. So this is what we've been waking up to. A nice sunrise. The sun kind of creeps over there. Everything turns purple over here. Very nice. We get to watch all the peons down below. Psh.
People who wish they were staying up here.
There was some delicious looking local Portuguese pastries we wanted to try at this cafe that is just walking distance from the place we've been staying, but it's closed. And I think it's closed because the wind is insane outside, you guys.
It's pretty much like sustained 30-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, that's why we're hunkered down in the car right now. I'm just glad we went to the cliffs yesterday because that wind on those cliffs, no, that would be terrifying.
Head southeast on Largo do Padre Antonio toward Rua Doutor Antonio Brando de Vasconcelos, N375.
Get all that?
You heard the woman. Let's go to Rua de Vasconcelos, the right on the...
Having to park super close to a wall seems to be the norm around these parts.
Good thing I'm still a bit spry.
Nice job.
Oh, wind. Yay.
They have a pretty intense coffee culture here in Portugal, and that revolves around this little drink, espresso. We don't typically get it just straight up like this, but I figured when in Portugal, do as the Portuguese do.
Now, if you're true Portuguese, you'd sip it at the counter and then run off.
Yeah, that's actually what they do. They walk up, they order it, they take it all in one sip, and then they set it down and go about their day. It's just like a midday pick-me-up or something, but I'm not that hardcore. I'm gonna sip it. Oh my god, that is bitter. Obviously, it's very flavorful, but it has like a bit of a hint of like dark chocolatiness to it, which I like when espresso has that, but god dang, is that strong and bitter. This will be my one espresso for the day and for the trip. Oh yeah, and we got a table full of sweets to go with it, so I might actually die today.
This is called a travesseiro, and it literally translates to pillow. This is a puff pastry that's filled with sweet, eggy almond cream. This is the almond cream inside. Should be more like an almond paste. Everyone says that this is, like, surprisingly one of the best pastries they've ever had in their lives. We'll see.
And that is flaky. Half of it ends up on the plate.
Do I have sugar all over me?
No, but you're still sweet, kid.
Aw, thanks. Just as described, that is some like almost almond custard or almond jelly in there. I don't know that I would honestly have thought almond if I hadn't been told. It's a really subtle, just almost nutty flavor in there.
I'll take that.
Yep.
You got some crazy lighting on your face.
There's like so much sun coming in there. How about that?
There you go.
Probably even more common is this little guy right here. This is the pastel de nata. It's an egg custard tart, but the fun story behind this is that monks invented this. So I guess they used egg whites to starch their clothes, and the leftovers they would turn into pies or baked goods or whatever. And this was one thing they came up with. There was a monastery here that closed in the 1800s, and they sold the recipe to a sugar shop, or a bake shop, I guess, and they started making these, and they've been making them ever since.
You still got some pastry.
Oh no, oh no.
That's a great story.
Well, you'll find these at every cafe you go to in Portugal. Again,
Of course,
so
even more flaky.
flaky. I feel like an animal. Oh my. I'm gonna need a second with this one. Gosh, darn it. That custard in there is so delicious, and there is confirmed cinnamon in there. Perfectly sweet, almost a little savory with the egginess. The pillow is yummy. Try it. Stay for the pastel de nata.
Cheers. We're making a mess. Well, it was also delicious. We got the most adorable box for takeaway. Would you believe that all those pastries, those two coffees, all this stuff, that was all, what?
€13.40.
Can you believe that? Also, full disclosure, Allison left the car running.
Listen, it's a hybrid and it makes no noise. I'm not used to it, but
Yeah.
yes, I do think I left the car running that entire time.
We're used to cars that make a lot of noise. Oops. We have made it to the nearby town of Sintra, and it is much more bustling than the town we've been staying in.
Much more.
As you drive around the town, you notice there is a lot of traffic, and based on this sign on this house, I think the locals are very aware of it, probably pretty frustrated. But there are a ton of castles in this area. There's one in particular that we really wanted to see that I think is gonna blow y'all away. But the question is, can we get to it? We have a rental car and we tried to just drive up to the castle. You cannot do that. You have to stop at the base of the castle, and there's all these tuk-tuks and taxi drivers that'll hassle you. There are buses you can take that will take you up and down. Whoa. That was close.
I don't love that.
But we were reading the Google reviews and someone turned us on to a special little road that you can park on that has plenty of street parking. Then from there you can walk up this little private road and get directly to the castle.
But it turns out this is the main route for everyone up there, all the public transportation to get down on. So you gotta watch out. There is a lot of stuff flying down this tiny little road.
Well, we've somehow entered an enchanted forest. Very cool. Uh-oh. We found where the trolls come out of at night. Get on in there, tell me what you see.
Me?
Yeah, come on now.
Nothing to see here. Nothing.
What's back there?
I don't know. I can't see. It's a very long, dark, tiny tunnel.
Okay, that's terrifying. Whoa, that goes on forever. I feel like I'm gonna see a creature come out of there right now at any minute. The camera can see way more in there than my eyes can.
Could it? Oh,
yeah, it
God.
just goes on and on. There are a ton of these little tombs all over the place. It looks like you're going into the catacombs. You probably come out in the castle if you went in there.
Maybe there are escape routes, but a lot of them are flooded. Man.
Dude, so terrifying.
Officially made it inside the palace, and if you thought the outside was colorful, the inside might be even more fantastic, y'all. There are tiles everywhere. These people were expert tilers, and just how they conformed to all the like ceilings and the shapes of everything.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Allison is very much into tile.
I love tile. Stay tuned on our tiny house, because I will be doing some tiling. Have I ever done it before? No, but how hard could it be? I mean, look what they could do with it.
Yeah, some of the entire building facades outside are made of tile. It's crazy. My favorite thing about the castle is that everywhere you look, you see these little fixtures that have these faces on it and all these creepy ghouls. I mean, some of them are just screaming. This one up here looks like he's like, ah!
Would have definitely kept me away back in the day. I would have been like, y'all can have this castle. This painting has been debunked. This is not what was happening down in the city below the castle. I didn't see one nude lady running around.
Oh, I just noticed that's the castle there. So this is what it was like back in the 1800s.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow. We have conquered the castle. We made it to the tippity top, and there are just panoramic views of the surrounding countryside, and as expected, it is freaking amazing. In fact, you can see the little town that we've been staying in right over there. But now we have to make the pretty arduous journey back down to the car. There were a lot of steps to get up here, you guys. Totally worth it because we burned a lot of calories, but if you don't want to burn calories, maybe don't walk, maybe actually take the tuk-tuk. When you buy a ticket, you actually buy a certain time slot that you can come in, which is nice because that means there's far less people that you have to share the castle with. And if you just kind of mosey in the back and wait, eventually they all clear out and you pretty much have the whole castle to yourself. All right, you ready to go back down?
I guess so. Down's gotta be easier, right?
Yeah, well no,
Not
that's
on the knees,
much
I
worse
guess.
on my knees actually. All right, let's do it.
All right, Grandpa.
Should I do like this? Is that what I'm doing?
do that.
Okay, bye-bye. Well, good morning, y'all, from another beautiful day here in sunny Portugal.
Just the classic countryside of Portugal.
Oh yeah, lush green rolling pastures. Yeah, we've been having a blast as you guys have seen, and we made friends with this really nice family. We've just been kind of hanging out with them. Hey guys.
Is that
You speak Portuguese?
Yes.
That's impressive. You don't look like you would speak
Not
Portuguese.
offensive, is it?
It probably is. If you thought we weren't going to stop over in England and see these knuckleheads, especially this little one,
Hey.
right? Hey, buddy. This is Noah. So last time you guys saw him was a year ago at the Christmas markets in England. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
He's
been a
getting
long
so
time.
big.
You're going fast, aren't you, buddy?
No.
Yeah. He's playing horsey right now.
Yeah. Don't mind me.
Bye-bye, horsey.
So sadly, our trip here was very short-lived. We're just here for a few days, but we're trying to convince them to come to the States next year to come and see us.
Any opportunity, we'll be there.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
Lots more to come, but for now, we're just having fun. hanging out and chilling. And if you can see all this steam rising, y'all, that walk started and ended in a cute little town with an amazing pub. And we got some stew. And
you got like this epic halo glow on you. You look like an angel.
Yeah, but we had an absolute blast in Portugal. I can't believe it has taken us this long to finally get to the mainland.
Yeah, and obviously we want to spend a lot more time there. We just scratched the surface, but we
gotta come back when it's warmer so we can actually like get in the water and enjoy the beaches and everything. But my God, it was beautiful and delicious. Here we have one more adventure. This one is actually gonna be a bit warmer. I'm so excited.
And then back to the US of A.
Back to reality, I guess.
All right, now it's beer, old amazing pub, delicious stew time.
All right, goodbye, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.